Hey everybody, welcome back to The Odds Couple. I'm Sid Rosenberg here with my good friend and expert handicapper Marc Lawrence from the new and improved Playbook.com. Hey Marc, how are you?
Sid, as always, great to be back with you.
Great to be back with you as well. Another big week of college football here. You know, last week it was kind of up and down for us. Kind of turned to be rather dull. It's only lived up to the expectations from the week before. LSU's offense did not do much against Florida. In fact, the Gators, we talked about this last week, you wanted to see a top effort from the defense. We know about Tebow on the offense, and boy, did we get that last Saturday.
It was all defense in that football game last Saturday. Sid, hats off to LSU. A great job holding the Gators under, 20 points in that football game?
Yes.
Unbelievable by the LSU defense. Not enough offense there, however. Let's wait and see what they do this week, though. Florida, after that big physical game with LSU, we'll talk about that a bit later in the show.
I think we will, but I think it looks to me like, at least right now, that Florida's on a collision course to play Nick Saban and Alabama
It
for
does
a big
look
game
that
to go
way.
to the championship.
In the SEC championship for all the marbles.
And that'll be a pretty good football
Yes, it
game,
will.
Marc. We'll have our picks for you later on in the program, but for now, here's 3 hot trends for a week number 7 of college football. Number 1, Marc, you've been great with these. Rutgers coming off a 42-0 romp of Texas Southern, but it's a small home dog this Friday against Pittsburgh. That could be good news for Greg Schiano and the Scarlet Knights.
How about Greg Schiano? 11-1-1 to the spread as a dog off a win at 20 or more points with Rutgers. He's got this football team. They started slow, as you mentioned. I picked up on the interview you did with Greg. They lost a lot of players to the NFL, but they're coming on right now, this Rutgers football team, and he's in his role right now. 11-1-1 to the spread as a dog off a win at 20 or more. Watch them Friday night.
Yeah, they got hammered by Cincinnati to start the year, but they've gotten progressively better, no question about it. Marc, after last week's tough loss, home loss at TCU, Air Force will look to take out its frustrations on Wyoming. It's got a good shot at doing that. Air Force big against Wyoming.
How about this stat, Sid? Air Force 13-1 to the spread when they're at home off a small loss of 3 or less points.
Wow.
They bounce back big time, but not only that, dig deeper. Wyoming, their opponent, 1-14 to the spread their last 15 conference road games. That fits like a glove. Look out. Look out in this game for the Flyboys. Bet on Air Force.
I always think of Johnny Cochran when you say stuff like that. Idaho hosts Hawaii as a 9.5-point favorite, Marc, this weekend, but that is actually bad news for the Vandals.
The Vandals, they've been doing nothing but winning games all as underdogs this year. Now they change roles and go to the favorite for the first time, a 6-time dog, now laying points. That's a no-no. How about Idaho? 0-9 to the spread as a favorite of 3 or more points. And they've been a dog, I say, 6 times in a row in this football game. They were 24, 25, and 26-point dogs against Hawaii the last 3 years.
Wow.
And now they're laying double digits. I don't think so.
I'm actually more surprised they were a favorite at any point during their program history, 9 times.
They've been a very bad football team.
They have been very bad. Time to open up our mailbag now, Marc. Answer a question from one of our viewers out there. Tommy in Jacksonville, one of our favorite places. The Gators are 25-point favorites at home at the Swamp. Could there be a letdown after the big win in Baton Rouge?
Well, we talked about that in the opening of the show here. When I look for a big letdown here, teams that take on LSU their next football game really struggle. How about this year? 1-4 straight up and 0-5 to the spread. After you played LSU your last football game, it's a physical beating they take. And look out, Arkansas. They scored 40 points or more in every game but one this year. Arkansas can light up the scoreboard here.
Yeah.
This could be a bad flat spot for the Gators.
Alabama, the one team that shut Ryan Mallett
Exactly,
down.
that good defense.
There you go. If you have any handicapping questions, send us an email to theoddscouple@opensports.com. That's theoddscouple@opensports.com. That'll do it for our first segment. Coming up, we'll make some picks. We're making you money, baby, here on The Odds Couple.